Hello, this is Sister Sonia, and welcome back to Sister Sonia TV. This is day 3 of my video challenge, and it is also marks day 3 um, of the journey that I'm on to make $10,000 over the next 30 days. So I will not reveal as we go along, how um, that journey is going. I will reveal. What I have, you know, the outcome on day 30. So you're going to have to kind of stick with me to see how this turns out. It's going to be good. So, anyway, so one of the things that I want to kind of share with you is really a revelation that I had actually this evening while I was on a phone call with my coach. And we talked about what he tagged as an inner critic. And for me, the inner critic functions in a major way for me in the area of weight surrender. I don't use the term weight loss because for me, when I lose something, I actually don't like to lose things. And so I have in every other area of my life, when I lose something, I'm constantly seeking to find it. So that was symbolic to me that I needed to say something other than weight loss because my personality, seeks to find things that I lose. I'm surrendering. I'm giving up the weight. So, at any rate, so you'll hear me say weight surrender as opposed to weight loss, and that's why. So, um, this inner critic is that thing in your head that tells you what you can't do, what you shouldn't try, where you shouldn't go, that this is a waste of time, that and so that inner critic speaks to me really loud in the area of weight surrender. So, and it's so specific that I will experience a great level of success that will probably inspire most people, and maybe not, but I'm really just actually taking a guess. But a lot of people will be inspired. But for me, when I reach the number 40, and that's 40 pounds surrendered, it's almost like I hit a plateau. And that plateau actually has turned into a fear based experience. It had in the past. Back in January, when I was looking to make some changes, I hired a coach, and that was one of the things that I talked about. That this weight surrender, I experienced a lot of success. I don't have an issue with making good choices as far as food is concerned. I don't have a problem drinking water. I actually don't even have a problem with exercising. As a matter of fact, I was consistently walking 5 miles a day. So why I was having a problem or would get stuck at the number 40, I couldn't figure it out. So I was open and saw this as an opportunity to really delve in and get to the bottom of this. Haha. Today, in a conversation, I recognized that the problem was the inner critic. That is for me. So my coach also encouraged me to, kind of delve into the significance of the number 40. And, it talked about, a lot of things that are familiar. Talked about, 40 days, 40 days and 40 nights, Jesus was tempted by the devil. And I was looking at it from a biblical standpoint, by the way. And 40 years in the wilderness, just so many things. It was so many examples of the number 40. And so the thing that stood out in the definition for me, and I'm going to take a second to read it, it says this: the product of 40 is 5 and 8, which points to an action of grace. That's the number 5. Number 5 is the number of grace. And this leads to and ends in revival and renewal, which is signified by the number 8, which is 8 is the number of new beginnings. 7 is the number of completion, and 8 is the number of new beginnings. When I looked at that, I really smiled because my what appeared to be a plateau has now turned into an opportunity for me to grow. So this is where I'm going with this. And this is applicable to any situation. One of the things that, I'm learning in life is that if it works in one area, you can take what works in business and plop it down into your personal life. And I mean, you have to tweak it, and you know, you tweak it to make it fit and to make it work. I mean, um, and it will transcend and work in business. If you're trying to overcome something, for example, this inner critic, if you are, working on overcoming, some type of addiction, or you are, trying to make a career move, or you are interviewing for, you know, um, a new position in your current, career, this inner critic can talk us out of some things. And so this inner critic transcends any area of your life. So change the word, plop it into the situation that you're experiencing. Um, uh, that you're experiencing a standstill, or you're experiencing, a hang up, or it's become unproductive in your life. Just plop this down into that. And so with all that said, one of the things that I now know to do is that, you know, I need to make peace, because, and be grateful for the place that I have come with this 40 pound surrender, and you in any area of your life that you need to work on. And then, it kind of, revives me and renews me and reminds me that I actually have accomplished something. So again, I'm celebrating, and then I'm renewing the commitment. But I even would go to the point of thanking my body for cooperating with my efforts. And I'll talk about this, maybe over the next 30 days. But, I had to convince my body to respond, for the for the first 30 days that I was working on losing weight, or I said lose, but surrendering the weight and exercising and that kind of thing. I had to actually make amends with my body for the way that I had neglected it. So, it may sound a little crazy, but really it worked. I had to ask my body to trust me again, because, I had done it a disservice. So, all that said, we need to celebrate, the small victories in our life. We need to, take that celebration into a place where we're revived and refreshed and renewed. We take a moment to reflect, and, then, you know, we begin again to recommit to doing um, whatever it may be. If you need to continue on the journey of, weight surrender, then you continue on that journey. If you need to plop that down into another area of your life, then do that. But I want you to, by all means, don't allow your inner critic to distract you from your greatness, because we all have greatness in us and we are destined for greatness, and you are no exception to the rule. I don't care where you've come from. I don't care what situation you are facing right now. We're all destined for greatness. And it is the inner critic that keeps us sometimes bound by our past, or negative situations. So today I'm going to end with that, and I want you to remember to be inspired.